Howdy, I'm James Kirby of the What Can Brown Do For You party. I'm here today with Ankush Mohili and Giovanni Rella. Recently we featured on iCarly, Glee, The Daily's Catch, and 60 Minutes. Here's a 9-minute feature from our 60 Minutes episode explaining why voting for Brown is the right choice.
Tick 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 tick.
Hello all, and welcome to 60 Minutes. As the recent AP government elections are in full swing, one party claims to be different from all the rest. I recently sat down with the What Can Brown Do For You party and asked them a few questions. Pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is mine.
So, Mr. Kirby, what is the What Can Brown Do For You party all about?
Well, we are a generally left-wing party. We try for social enhancement without the disadvantages that are usually associated with progress. Our main goal, economy-wise, is to lower the deficit. Lowering the deficit is something I believe has been overlooked for long enough. The more the issue is left untouched, the more plagued the future of the economy is.
Sounds good, but how do you plan to accomplish this? MAGIC, or acronym MAGIC, better known as M, marijuana, the legalization of it, A, asserting a money cap on political campaigning, G, grant committees to regulate the distribution of grants, I, increase domestic manufacturing with incentives, and C, cut spending, such as military. That's quite a plan, but do you really think it'll make a significant impact to this debt?
In the long run, definitely. As long as we get the ball rolling and set a precedent for future parties to eliminate the deficit. It starts with small steps. In addition to those, we also plan to have a very hands-off economic policy, make granting citizenship more simple in the hopes of increasing tax revenue, and we do intend to raise the tax a minuscule amount, with enormous result.
I'm sorry, I think I misheard. Did you say raise taxes?
No, that would be a radically unpopular idea.
To back up our economic policies, we have our economics expert, Dr. Laley, PhD.
The Brown Party's economic policy is one of the most solid I've ever seen, and one of the least selfish as well. Those rat bastard politicians of today are some of the worst people in the world, never looking out for the people as they suffered during this recession. With unemployment on the rise, outsourcing, stealing American jobs, and the seemingly no way out, the Brown Party has come up with a surefire way of boosting the economy without relying on the government. By offering big business incentives and tax breaks of up to 15%, big businesses will be able to compete without using cheap foreign labor. As you can see on this graph, come on Greta, Greta, oh, bye. As you can see on this graph, the current demand for workers in America is very low. This is probably because foreign labor is much cheaper than that of American labor. If elected, the Brown Party hopes that the demand will be up here because big manufacturers will come back to America, making it cheaper for them as well as giving Americans jobs on their soil.
Okay, but I'm sure the economy is not the only thing you plan to focus on.
Absolutely not. The What Can Brown Do For You party plans to look at and bring attention to a number of issues that desperately need reform.
Interesting, such as?
Well, we do have a game plan strategy. And by game, I mean gay marriage, abortion, marijuana, and the environment.
I'm hooked. Tell me what you can do to help the environment.
We feel the root behind all environmental problems is a lack of interest or care. To us, the environment is the field in which most change is needed. When talking about future generations, the environment can play a huge impact.
Our main focus is alternative energy sources, specifically nuclear, but wind and solar are also being looked at.
In addition, we look for stricter offshore drilling policies. Another spill could have worse and more harmful effects than the first.
What about waste? How do you plan to deal with the lack of space in already overflowing landfills?
That's a very good point. We take recycling very seriously, and thus we encourage companies and citizens to recycle. We hope to make recycling bins more accessible and place them near trash cans. Look at this example we caught of what the results of doing this has.
Wow, amazing.
We can't stress enough how crucial recycling can be. Plastic water bottles can be transformed into many different materials, such as fabric for t-shirts. The possibilities are endless.
For those who don't know, the issue worldwide is worse. What happens around the world will affect everyone. That being said, we hope to bring recycling issues and global warming awareness worldwide.
Well, we have to go, but we'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Hello, seniors. Look at your rep. Back to me. Back to your rep. Now, back to me. Sadly, they're not me. But if they maybe started using more intelligent policies that could act like they're me, look down, where the deficit should be. Look up. Where are you? You're in the environment with the man your rep should aspire to be. What's in your hand? I have it. Back at me. It's a recyclable water bottle. Look again. The water bottle is now a t-shirt. Anything is possible when you vote for the What Can Brown Do For You party. I'm in a hot dog suit.
We are still here with the What Can Brown Do For You party today. Oh guys, we've talked about the environment and the economy. What other issues are prominent on your agenda?
We actually have many. For one, we plan to legalize marijuana.
That's a bold move considering how controversial of a topic it is today.
Well, statistics show that marijuana has caused far less harm than both cigarettes and alcohol. By legalizing it, the FDA would have jurisdiction over the quality of the product, so the risk of receiving marijuana laced with something harmful is removed.
Additionally, the sale of marijuana would bring a high amount of revenue in sales tax alone.
How would you pacify someone concerned with abuses of marijuana? Abuses of marijuana would be treated the same as abuses of alcohol. Strict DUI and public intoxication laws will be put into practice to prevent abusers from endangering the people. That makes sense. Do you have any other key issues you'd like to include in your platform?
Yes, gay marriage is another highly debated issue the Brown Party plans on tackling. We believe that everyone is free to love who they want to love and should be free to marry whoever they want to marry.
I understand that certain religious groups are opposed to gay marriage as it violates the rules of their religion.
Unfortunately, there are too many different views for the government to please everyone, so we can't simply appease certain religious groups by denying a large group of people their right to marry.
Indeed, the forefathers of the country believed that human rights were of the utmost concern and we stick to the same beliefs today.
I concur. I'm impressed with your patriotism and knowledge of history.
God bless the USA.
I concur. Alright, it seems our time is nearly up. Are there any last issues you'd like to discuss?
Although there are many other issues the Brown Party plans to deal with, I'll continue along the lines of human rights by bringing up another heavy hitter, abortion.
Oh, another religiously disputed topic.
Once again, the rights of a religious group cannot be taken over basic human rights. People should have the right to do it with their own bodies as they wish.
No one should dictate the way you treat yourself, especially not a government which is supposed to be for the people.
Well, that just about wraps it up. Excellent interview, gentlemen.
It was nice speaking with you.
We'll do whatever it takes to spread the word about our party.
Don't forget,
Vote Brown! We'll bring the deficit down!
I'm Mr. Interviewer with 60 Minutes, signing out.
Oh, I didn't notice you there. Hopefully by now you've realized that voting for the What Can Brown Do For You party is the right choice. But if you're still unsure, I prepared a speech to convince you otherwise. Fellow Americans and fellow seniors, I am proud to be here in representation for the What Can Brown Do For You party. Brown is not many people's favorite color, typically it is a background color, one that goes unnoticed. To me and my supporters, brown is hope and reform. I hope you will come to agree with me in the election progress. The What Can Brown Do For You party is considered a libertarian party which prides itself on a core of fundamental and sound beliefs that will have great benefits. If there is anything we have learned in the past years, it is that government regulations must decline. I like to compare the government to the Jersey Shore show. The more society is revealed to it, the worse we are off. It starts off with the economy. Our number one concern is lowering the deficit. Although not unique or anything spectacular, this issue has been pushed back far enough. Future generations will suffer if we don't deal with the problems at hand now. But it is not just the economy. The environment and some of our morals are also in dire need of reform. By morals, I mean dealing with and finalizing issues such as gay marriage and the legalization of marijuana. What Can Brown Do For You realizes how important you are to the community, and you, not the government, have the true power. With that said, I will look into all the issues society deems worthy of change with all my attention and perseverance to make sure every one of you is content and satisfied. Honesty is rooted into our party, and we will make sure the truth gets to you. Brilliant, revolutionary, outstanding, wise, and nice. Better known as Brown, these are the words you can trust in. And together, we will make the world a better place. And as corny as that sounds, seriously, vote Brown.